What's wrong? Is there trouble at the grove?
Yes, I sensed something. It was fleeting, but very strong. If Trianne used the Century Gate again...
Can you see what's actually happening?
No, it's fuzzy like always.
Let's hope that it's just a false alarm. They will keep Trianne safe.
Aggie, you're talking like we're... One day, Trianne will reach her limit. And Trebi will... I am just... a little... concerned about her state of mind. We want to say a proper goodbye at the very least.
I will pray with you.
Thanks. And Aggie, it feels like it's time to head out with the west wind.
All right.
Here's really hot and heavy. Has it always been like this? Is someone injured over there? What happened here?
Watch out! Watch out! For the Kremnoan!
Kremnoan? This is... that?
Aggie, now's not the time to...
Excuse me! Coming through... Oh, you two are here as well. That's a relief.
Even the Twilight Courtyard is involved?
I actually just came to relax. I've examined them, and they don't seem to be...
Multiple individuals fainting simultaneously from the...
He disappeared, and no one knows where he's gone to.
Let these people rest. The two of you, please...
Have you thought of something, Aggie?
Yes. While their intentions in...
This is really bad.
I heard it's the Kremnoan.
This is all...
Snowy! Even...
The culprit is... Midamos. Oh.
Dee! What did you do to everybody?
It's just another duel where I claimed victory.
Duel?
As I expected. On the surface, these two are the mightiest warriors in the Holy City. Speak up, Mighty. Tell us exactly what kind of foolish...
No. Forget it. Am I seeing things? Is the magnificent deliverer finally deigning to step? What kind of response is that?
Nothing. I was just imitating your usual response. I don't feel anything special from you. Have you
The ritual hasn't reopened yet. In case you forgot, it hasn't...
I didn't forget.
Then, you're welcome.
In twilight's last gleam, Makima stands bold. When while dreaming of her fruitful gardens, pilgrims arrive from distant lands. Yet little do they know that they will step into flames.
What are you playing at
I just felt like reciting a few lines of poetry. Surely the crown...
Kremnoans steer clear of such weak literature.
These lines express the poet's yearning for their home. Just as Akima's
I know how to interpret poetry, Haikis.
There's no point in pretending to be profound.
Don't compare your situation with mine.
So, are you suggesting that you, the mighty most...
I'm still thinking about what I should do.
Never mind. It's probably not... An idea does strike...
Go ahead. Let's...
Maybe we both need to relieve some... This time, we'll see who can stay in the super hot bath for long... What? Are you chickening out?
The phrase chickening out does not exist in the Kremnoan language. I just find this situation absurd. Looks like I'll have to teach you some royal etiquette today.
And thus, an unprecedented sauna with unparalleled resolve. The two warriors' determination even alters the very hue of the steam. Flames, since we can't see what's happening in the competition. What? Do you recall the legend of the Gorgo lion mentioned by a certain veteran? The central figure, long before the dawn of Erechrysia, the two beasts started their timeless battle on the plains of Tritos. The lion regarded for tens of thousands of years without respite. The two creatures thus continued their relentless pursuit and rivalry. It fixated on its rival's fleeing It set its sights on the other's neck, nearly within reach. It was stuck in a corner. It had nowhere to escape. On the land of Amphorius, some lives meet their end at dusk, and at last, the most scorching moment.
My lords, would you like me to reduce the temperature a little?
What? You're chickening out already?
Get lost.
Are you asking me to get lost, or...
Do whatever you want.
Oh, please, forgive my presumptuousness.
What a spectacle of folly.
This is what you get for daring to challenge a Kremnoan without understanding your own...
What I'm saying is...
You will personally escort back home the
This isn't fair. You're wearing way less.
Is this the latest trend now?
Don't look at me like that. It was he who challenged me.
Very well. Let us bring this far. Alas, the flame chase journey is destined to be a...
But thanks to those two, well, we just had quite the commotion. It's not every day we find the Marmorial Palace this...
Such an empty bed. I was looking forward to unwinding after work.
How about we go to the biggest bath?
Let me check.
So, how is the feeling?
It's so good.
But, Lady Treeby, aren't you going to soak in the bath with us?
We will have to pass. After all, we...
Please understand that she can no longer endure the heat of this pool due to the
Oh,
Are you curious about us? How you...
I am, but something tells me...
Don't get all nervous. It's not something we can't discuss. Then, because of reasons, and in return, the price we had to pay was the splitting of our soul.
Each opening of the Century Gate intensifies the strain on Treeby and the others. They are gradual.
We don't know what awaits us at the end either.
In that case, when you opened that giant...
Well, there's no way around it. We all know.
Maybe we can find a way to fix it. The primary research focus of newsporists is the soul. We will do everything we...
So your first reaction is in fact denial. I look forward to your good news, Hyacin.
Now there's another reason to look forward to
Lady Treeby, what's wrong?
Something's off. Wait, no, it's Trinin. Trinin is in danger.
I win this round of escorting the bathers home.
How does one contender alone make a valid competition?
Offering a compliment or two wouldn't be the...
Haikas.
What is that word? Is that...
It means hyena. I'm likening you to a weak hyena.
Though we've been acquainted for some time, I have rarely heard you talk in the ancient...
It's because I'm not exactly a master at it either. I can listen and read just fine.
You can write?
You speak as if you don't have a brain.
That was in jest. I understand.
Worry about yourself first, deliverer.
Well, it's because there isn't much to say. Ides Elysiae is simply a tiny village that disappeared many years ago in the flames. The only times I get to see it are in my dreams.
And in
the trial from the Lance of Fury.
I knew it.
Yes, I saw it all. A blood-red half-sun hung in the sky, just like on the killed Cyrene. But I saw its form this time. A black... I fought it in the trial. But even though I've been fighting, improving, and resolutely...
You were blinded by hatred and almost lost your...
That's right. And that's why I am truly thankful.
You finally picked up some manners. Better late than never.
Then what about you, Mighty?
There is no word for fear in the Kremnoan language.
I'm getting the feeling that your language has no word.
But to answer your question, I saw Akuma in the trial. As well as... my old comrades, Hephaestion, Perdiccas, Ionius. We faced life and death together during our days in exile. Those 10 years were arduous. The wind in the wilds of Amphorius smelled like rust. Hephaestion would always tease me about adding goat milk to the honey brew, claiming I ruined the blood-red color of the drink. He had a scrawny figure, but was a relentless force on the battlefield, dispatching foes without so much as a blink. Perdiccas was an expert in concocting medicines, delving into all those strange folk. Ptolemy was a real bookworm, always spouting off in chapters and verses. When we left Kremnos, he made off with a stack of ancient tomes from the Grand Library. Not like it mattered.
This is the first time I've heard you mention these 5.
They died on the battlefield before the Kremnoan detachment. Perdiccas was the first to go. He was shot in the stomach by a poisonous arrow from the people of Lade.
Midemos, do not mourn. I have achieved honor by bestowing a noble death upon...
Leonius died in the 5th winter. Idonia's snowstorm lasted 3 full months.
Idonia?
Yes. Those zealots were as fearless as Kremnoans. They cornered us in a bottomless swamp. Leonia's covered for our retreat.
This is perfect. Mighty Most, I can finally deliver the news of you ascending the throne to the Nether Realm.
20 dusks later, we finally breached the walls of Idonia and entertained the usurper's plea for peace. Ptolemy and his cavalry met their end before they could even relish our triumph. Those obelisks.
Mighty Most, please tell my family. It was not cunning schemes that vanquished Ptolemy, but the immense weight of Amphorius' entire history.
Then, it was Pacesta. Our enemies, consumed by indignation when they discovered the trick, set the entire city and my soldiers on.
Mighty Most, don the crown.
And at last, my most trusted friend, Hephaestion. He was supposed to stand by my side through it all. He hid his condition from me. By the time
A Kremnoan dying on a sick bed, I would be a laughingstock to everyone.
Hephaestion, my dear friend, spare your strength. I'll go get a physician.
No need. Even if Perdiccas were here, he couldn't stop destiny from taking me away.
No! None can take you away.
Mightimos, our king, do not shed tears for me. It's not befitting of your status. Farewell, my dear friend. You must lead us back home.
What a grave trial indeed. Now I understand why you see immortality as a defect.
My father threw me into the sea of souls to break the wheel of karma. But little did he realize, following his demise, I considered leading my people back to our homeland against the dissent of many, Crateros included. I made the Kremnoan detachment stay in Akama. The instant of strife.
If you take over Nikodor, then you must... So, you hesitate because you think leaving...
I don't know, but I have never been crowned. And those 5 were never endowed with any title.
Your predicament is truly complicated. I don't know how I can give you any useful advice. Maybe you could seek counsel from... and that teacher of yours.
Dee, we've got a big problem.
Lady Tribby, what's making you so...
Hurry up and go save Trib. She got abducted by Crateros.
Crateros! What's going on?
Mighty Most. It seems I was the one who exposed my vulnerability.
Aglaya, I demand an explanation.
This man abducted Trinan by force, and he then brazenly stepped into the trial of the Lance of Fury, and naturally failed.
Is she telling the truth?
Because I don't want to wait anymore. If you want to run away from your destiny to become king, then keep running. Someone will eventually...
Age has blinded you, teacher. Can't you see that I'm hesitating because of this very recklessness seared into your blood?
Crateros, do you truly believe you're worthy of entering the trial? To blaspheme against the prophecy? Does the mission we Chrysos heirs bear seem like child's play?
Do you know how the Kremnoans see you, Aglaya? You're a hypocrite and a megalomaniac. The prophecy of Genesis.
Silence, Crateros.
Are you defending this woman, Mighty Most? How many wars did people start because of her and her so-called... Even if this so-called Genesis really exists, will there be a place for...
Are you done talking? By agreement between the Chrysos heirs and the Council of Elders, those who trespass upon the Crateros, your actions are—
Aggie, wait! We have a proposal! Lord Crateros did not use violence to harm us. Please, Aglaya, hear us out first.
I'm listening.
I'm sorry, Lord Crateros. We were so preoccupied with we wish to earn your trust, and those of the Kremnoans.
How are you going to show me something that has—
You've heard about that Outlander, right? We will ask for her aid. Tomorrow, at the Abyss of Fate in the Temple of Yanis—
a fair proposal.
Until then, you will be stripped.
It is not the first time I've been made—
Teacher.
Forgive me, young master. Ever since your father died, our people and I have been waiting for it.
This obsession for returning home has become a sickness.
You have a clear head. Which is why you're also— if you're truly capable of leading our people, just as you did back then.
A fierce fighter. I did not expect such heroism from a feeble Acheman. Fulfill your duty as the victor, warrior.
As if you have any honor! Listen closely. I am the leader of the Kremnoan detachment, Midemos. I'm here to finish you, father.
It is you, the beast spurned by all.
Defy? You're wrong. Death fears me. As for you, you already stand at death's door, father. You were the one who threw me into the Sea of Souls. Haikis! You're a weak king. So weak that even the lowliest hyena is a more noble existence than you. And now, fate's reckoning.
Then swing your blade. Take my crown.
No. I don't want the crown. Listen, all I want is your life.
But the walls of Kremnos will not fall with me. You and I, we're both the same. Now, the son of Borgo is destined to...
Crateros. He said the Grand Craftsman Cartonus might have some suggestions. Grand Craftsman.
King of Kremnos it is. That you would come.
You knew I was coming?
Your matters, I've heard. The path forward, but before that...
What's this?
A signet ring. For the King of Kremnos.
What? Mother threw it into the...
A long time to fish out it took.
I can hardly imagine how much patience and courage it must have...
Gratitude there is no need for. Repay questions you bring with you.
Fate I've always denied. It's finally caught up. By all rights, I should accept Strife's authority. It would make everyone happy.
Yet hesitate still you do.
Because of my people. Be they men, women, the elderly, or children. Children of Strife would then be able to go home and embrace the old traditions. Never mind that most of them have only ever been heard in these so-called traditions.
This is not a good...
The Kremnoans have been trapped in a cycle of bloodshed for the past 1,000 years. They seek vengeance, start wars, become prosperous. I accept that fate and become the totem of strife.
A different kind of Kremnoan.
Mama! I had a dream.
Oh, Now, what did you dream about, my darling Trebios?
I had a dream that I turned into many me's. Then we made the moon into a ship and made the stars and...
Well, that sounds like a lovely dream.
Yeah! The ocean and the sky were really, really dark. But there were so many of the ocean wind blew us onto an island where the wind tasted like flowers.
Giannis's holy maidens can receive guidance from the god of passages.
You think so?
What's wrong, Trebios?
Because on that same island, I saw it. The mountain looked alive, and it kept getting closer to the island. Then I realized, then there was a bang and I woke up.
A dark wave.
Mama, does something that scary...
Yes. Unfortunately, it does exist in Amphorius. We call it the Black Tide, though it has nothing to do with water. It has no shape or form, but it can swallow a band.
Oh, the black...
Of course, my dear. You only need to behave well and listen to what the adults tell you. The divine Giannis will then give you guidance and help.
Wow, I'm gonna eat a lot. But Mama, you said the black tide.
If that happens, then the Holy Maiden will have to be the one to guide people on the...
Yeah!
But one person alone is not enough. Once you're older, you'll make a lot of friends.
Friends? Are they also...
They might not, but they'll certainly be just as smart and kind.
Mama? Am I dreaming?
Don't be silly, dear. Of course.
What?
Now be a good girl and call your friends over. Let's play hide and seek, just like we used to, okay? My Trebios is the smartest girl.
The voice sounds so far away. I don't remember.
Your friends, who will chase the black tide away along...
Is this from my childhood? Use the spindle to connect everyone.
There will be an amazing captain on that big ship. She's cheerful.
Wow, that's amazing!
Of course you can. But you'll find someone... I think that person lives in a There's a noble girl there who's...
Just like Mama?
Perhaps. But before we find the captain...
I know! She's... Trebi! I named this doll. I don't remember it all. Am I... dream? I used to sit here and hope. How I wish to see you again. It's packed full. Mama must have left. All the words are blurred out. Bad chest! You can't lock me away! Huh? Why is it's holding a...
Many years later, many brave warriors were born.
Ooh, I can learn how to fight.
You silly girl. You're Yanisopoulos' holy maiden. It's not...
All right.
I believe one warrior hails from a lovely village where bulrushes flourish.
In that case, let Tree this way. They'll always stay up. How could I have known the name Tree? Was it just a coincidence? Learning can change your destiny. A blackboard? And what is that drawing? Doesn't ring a bell at all. Perhaps it's...
when navigating at sea, you...
Isn't it?
Oh, sweetie. The ocean isn't like the land.
Alright. Even though my brain is already...
Circe also favors children who try their best.
I want to be a teacher too! Oh, wait.
Why not? But if you're going to be...
And Trinan can do it! She's well behaved, and when Mama and the others always said that I... But now...
Come, let's line them up. Now, Trebios, set them on this music.
Music box?
Sweetheart, are you still groggy from your...
I... invent?
Oh, my lovely. Well, you might as well see for yourself.
Put the dolls on. It's rotating. And I can hear something.
That's right. It's a music box. If you place the dolls in the right spots, it will start rotating and play out of all your inventions.
I don't...
It's all right, my child. I'll sing along to the tune. Happiness abounded in this lush land by God's chosen. 3 carved the heavens and the earth. 3 wove the threads of fate. They declared the world too unstirring. Hence wished thus you and I were created. With words and songs, thus creation was complete. Who then will bear the weight of humanity's souls? O great Kephale, all-knowing Father of stature so tall, yet with light of dawn heavy upon their shoulders, converging into a boiling river that flows to the heroic airs.
What's going on?
Oh, Yanis, please lend me your ears. In the black mist, as death and fate draw close. On the bloodied earth, the living dead, but ghosts. What is this world? It mirrors your maze-like fate. What is this world? A silent lament without a trace. What is the past? Wandering ghosts that linger. What is the future? Souls scattered by fate's finger. What is the start? A voyage born in solitude. What is the end? The spirit, lonely and subdued. Lonely and subdued. And subdued. And subdued. 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 This is the sacrifice of a holy maiden. You won't make it to the end. Only one person can.
I know. It's fine if we can't reach the end. Our minds are made up.
Go. Bid your farewells, Trebios. Time is running out. sweet girl. I will never leave you. But remember this, Trevios. All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle. Since your mind is made up, then traverse the black tide, and I shall see you tomorrow, my dearest Trevios.
Did you have a nightmare?
Maybe.
It's not yet the entry hour. It must be that reckless Kremnoan soldier who startled Trinan. And you...
Aggie!
I'm just kidding. If I were serious, I would... Do you want to talk about the dream? Keeping it...
The dream itself was nothing. It's just...
You mean...
It's Trian. Even if we refrain from ever using the power of the Century Gate again, there isn't much time left.
Perhaps... it wouldn't be such a...
You have a point,
I believe there's...
Souls will be spent until they dissolve into death. Once we had a whole and connected body. If that body were a tree, now we are fragmented into numerous selves. Despite we can choose how our branches will perish, in a way
compared with saying farewell to one person.
But advancing is the destined end. Don't feel sad about saying goodbye.
It won't be long before I forget what sorrow tastes like. What? What?
After all this talking, we are feeling a bit hungry. Plus, it's nearly the entry hour now. Do you remember when we first met, Aggie? You were still a little one.
Well, my emotions might be pleased. Let me do it. What would you like to eat?
It's fine. Leave it to us. And see you tomorrow, Aggie. Nevertheless, that nightmare is ominous, just as expected. Another trip must be made into...
Long time no see, Professor.
Who are you?
It's been a while. I'm the one who once overthrew the entire...
Oh, it's you.
No way. Do you really still remember?
I remember that glib tongue of yours.
You could tell.
Of course. You only beat a...
That's not true. Could you please teach me everything you know?
Rumors. Unfortunately, I too know nothing about it. I can only tell you that... and a peculiar dagger resembling... By the way, I got it from the sneak attack.
I was right. It is this...
Don't try to be a hero.
Is that what the Titan said?
Not at first. But the god relented after that incredible power.
Are you suggesting that... Nonetheless...
We?
His mere presence will endanger the holy...
You know that I don't...
You don't believe in the so-called prophecy. I know. I just want to eliminate a threat to the city.
Take a seat. Since you are I suppose I can tell you one...
What's wrong, Trian? Nothing. Just remembering what monster in the black cloak. Don't be scared. There are no bad guys here. Trian threw it away. We got back safe from the grove because of you, Tree. Sorry. For the same thing, of course. Remember? First, we need to restore the memories that have since Yanis caused the fragmentation. We can also remember to get breakfast ready for Aggie before. Oh, yes! Tree. Oh, on that note, we have saffron. Huh, it's an essential offering for rituals in the. Yes, it's also a symbol of Yanisopolis. And when we first met Aggie, we had. I see! It's like killing. But it all depends on this. After all, it was us. We will have to give it a try. In our current state, we probably leave it to Trian. In any case, let's look for saffron first. I remember that aged saffron is preserved. Let's be on the lookout as we go.